There we are. That works, so I can't watch, but I'm wishing you a good stream. Thank you, Ruby. But yeah, welcome in Pecking Bird, Mary, Phoebe, and Ruby. See, little Borbo's down there. Doesn't look like it, but that's fine. Thank you everyone for being here, honestly, and I hope you're all as excited to see what happens next as I am, because we are finally at the point in the game where I never played it back in the day. So I don't know if they even released episode 4 and beyond publicly or not. That all said, how are y'all doing today? I hope hope your Thursdays have gone well, or Tuesdays have gone well. It is Tuesday, so it's Cobby Day. For anyone who knows what familiars are at work. H. Right. I should post it, tell it to you too. Ooh, new content. Yeah. I was actually playing a little bit of is it Team Fortress 2 before stream, and I ran into a couple people who were really chill about like somebody just randomly asked if I was trans. Like, yeah. Like, I was concerned about where that was going, because, you know, the TF2 community does not have a great reputation in that regard, but then them and some other person in the server were like, that's cool, or based, and like so yeah, that was a pretty cool to see, just people being awesome in game chat. It was pretty chill. Spent a lot of time just contemplating at work. Hope yours has been good. Aw. Well, I hope it's been good contemplation. I mean, mine's been pretty good so far. Like I said, that story just now. That like.
Shit's a
Oh,
game
yeah.
all year round, son!
Happy Pride, Mary. Happy Spooky Month. I did finally add the rare spoop, or the rare dude. It is meanwhile the deadlock community. I didn't know that the deadlock community was bad. I actually friended one of the two, and we were talking about deadlock. Least toxic MOBA community. But yeah, oh, we got the quiet dude. The rare dude is even rarer than the quiet dude. There's a rare dude to find? Seriously though, MOBAs seem almost purpose-built to encourage bullshit like that. We got another quiet dude, holy shit! This is supposed to be rare! Like, what? What? For the most part, the best I get is quiet people, but some people in Deadlock really need to learn sportsmanship. Yeah. I mean... Somebody even said after that whole exchange, like, and I was like, yeah, I was concerned where that was going, and they're like, oh yeah, I probably could have phrased that better, and somebody else was like, every TF2 lobby has either 3 trans people in it or is transphobic. But yeah, I suppose we should get into it. I've been yapping for like 10 minutes now. Yeah, let's. I forgot to put the water pitcher in the fridge again, so I had to get some ice for my water bottle. That statement is so true. Yeah. Anyway, we got some cult business to investigate, don't we? So let's get on with that, shall we? The last door. Collector's. There is some new stuff in the new Halloween crates that. God, there's a Dove's unusual effect, and I know it's like astronomically low odds that I get it on any hat that I actually want. I don't know if it even can be gotten on hats from other collections. Archimedes? Yeah, it's a little effect on the hat where like doves are constantly flying away from the hat. Like, I really want that on a field practice, because that's my favorite medic hat, but I don't know if you can get unusual effects from one case on hats from a different case. Actually, I'm gonna Google that. Two crates so far, and I got a cool parrot hat at least. I only got one crate. I haven't opened it yet. Maybe I'll do it on stream at some point. Let's see. Let's TF2, and you get unusual effect from one case on a hat from a different case. If obtained through a crate, the hat may be any hat from any Manco supplied crate. If obtained through a case or an unlocked cosmetic crate, the hat will be exclusive to that case or crate. Dang it. How do people get case exclusive unusual effects on non-case cosmetics? Not sure if it was posted already, but the unusual effects of a new case can be unboxed by other cases about 1 month after the case drops. After that point, the unusual effects tied to that case can only be unboxed from it. Any unusuals unboxed from other cases will obviously retain the unusual effect from the event. Items unboxed from crates cannot have seasonal effects anymore. Not all item listings are legitimate for various reasons. Some postings will list unusual effects that may not be known to exist. Well, I'm just confused now. Doves? I'll look into that later. we got cult stuff to do. Continue. The adventure continues in episode 4. Let's do it! Previously on The Last Door. After escaping from his burial, Devitt finds himself in a cellar of London's darkest slum. The Old Nickel Rookery. In his pocket, he has a ticket for a show called The Four Witnesses. Devitt walks through the misty streets following a strange man who seems to guide him. He learns the legend of the Simurgh, the king of birds. Following its trail through a dreamlike land of fog, Devitt finally meets Alexandra, a member of the secret group Devitt and his friends had at school. Alexandra welcomes Devitt and speaks of an entity called the Bird that has been calling them ever since the experiment they conducted back then. There is no turning back. I have made my mind. I am ready. Go on. Do it. Do it! Do it! Oh shit, we getting into the thick of things now. See all these stars twinkling in the black outer abyss. I like to use the trumpet in this song. The use of trumpet in this song. Okay. Can you see all these stars twinkling in the black outer abyss? All the constellations traced by human eyes in long, distant eras. Look now to the forest in the valley, to the old tower. The last tree in the distance, to the stars in the sky. And even the stones beneath our feet are just silhouettes that hide the truth from our poor senses. Ancient shadows that hang over the veil that hides the world, as if it were the curtain of a theater. The veil separates the truth from the lie. The veil is a place, Devitt. A place of mists. Anthony's great abilities brought you here, but his influence will soon fade away. The mask of lies will descend over your eyes again. You must find the door, as I did. The door that gives passage through the veil. Open it, and we will walk together beyond the mist. I suppose you are wondering why I called you so urgently. This is Devitt's therapist. I cannot deny it, your letter was truly mysterious. I have been traveling, Doctor, to Scotland. Have you heard about the massacre of St. Gall? Why, yes, the tragic event has been the continued object. Always nice when we see a therapist who's actually a good dude. Why, yes, the tragic event has been the continued object of speculation and grim rumor in every newspaper in England. For weeks now, pamphlets have claimed that all kinds of macabre things took place. But I don't understand. How is all this connected with my patient? He was there. I'm afraid he is one of the victims. Dear God! Are you telling me my patient has been murdered? What was Devitt doing there? What was the cause of those awful deaths? What was Devitt doing there? Many years ago, the St. Gall Hospital was a boarding school. It appears that both your patient and Mr. Beechworth spent a part of their youth together there. We can assume that Herr Devitt was investigating something. He believed he had found a clue related to his friend's death. Caw-caw! I'm a bat or something. What noise do bats make? Mostly just squeaks. Welcome in, Mint. How are you doing? Are you telling me my patient has been murdered? Squeaks and screeches, yeah. Are you telling me my patient has been murdered? Murdered? Thankfully, no. Please excuse me for alarming you. I did not mean to give this impression. Herr Devitt was attacked, but survived. What happened to him then? It seems the criminal was caught by Herr Devitt in the midst of the act. Then he tried to do the same thing to Devitt that he had done to the others. Fortunately, the nuns arrived in time to unearth him from the coffin. Herr Devitt was hospitalized. The nurses report that he remained unconscious for an entire day. What was the cause of those awful deaths? No one knows for sure. The victims were inflicted with terrible wounds. All of them had an expression of utmost terror on their faces. I suspect you did not find Mr. Devitt in the hospital. Indeed, he was already gone by the time I arrived. I have not been able to determine his whereabouts since. Sorry, I got interrupted there. Jack, real quick, did I accidentally skip some dialogue? No. Devitt moves fast, dang. Bats are angelic rats. Alright, Alright, Yeah, we're good. I see. What conclusions can you draw from all these circumstances? Do you draw from all these circumstances? I have some theories, but I would prefer not to reveal them until events have unfolded. In all of them, there is a fundamental element whose role has not yet been revealed. And what leads you to this conclusion? It is something that the Holy Sisters found beside Herr Devitt within the coffin. An empty hypodermic needle with traces of an unknown substance. Episode 4, Ancient Shadows. I'm sure this is the place. Alexandre's house must be just ahead. I'd actually be able to go for a walk. Ooh, nice, Mary. Have a good walk if you do. Damn it, no! Don't insert drugs. Been ages since I've done that, yeah. Yeah, I kind of took a break from mine because it was raining so much. If you're a cool teen, don't insert drugs. Have a nice walk, Mary. It's latched. Can't open it from this side. Enjoy the changing yeah. No one is answering. Perhaps I should go inside anyway. I'll just tell the household that I'm an old friend come to visit. A strange woman stares down at me, glaring with a silent reproach at my intrusion. Footsteps. There must be someone upstairs. A well-crafted grandfather clock, but it seems to be out of order. One of the hands is missing. The silhouette of a man. It bears a strong resemblance to Alexandra. Silhouette of a woman. Judging just from the item descriptions, the therapist seems to be a bit more fantastical / sentimental character than Alexander. Item descriptions? What do you mean, Mary? A fine painting of the local Roman structures. Environment descriptions, rather. Do you mean Devitt? A fine painting of the local Roman structures. They somehow seem more ancient in this depiction. Yeah, the guy you're playing as right now. Yeah, that's Devitt. A figurine of an angel facing the wall. Go in here? Alexander! The table holds nothing but a box with the description laudanum, to be taken in case of anxiety. Empty. This feels familiar. Good lord, opium! I might have played some of this one too. The cuckoo clock is covered with dust. It seems to be missing an important piece, the bird. The face of the clock has been turned. Alexander, it's me, Devitt. I'm sorry if I startled you. Why are you sitting in a wheelchair? Is everything alright? Why are you sitting in a wheelchair? Are you hurt, maybe? Can you stand? He's staring blankly at some distant point, as if he has not heard my question at all. What's going on? Oh, fuck! Is it gone? Well, you told me I should come here, and I came as soon as I could. Can you tell me what is happening here? He gives no answer, but persistently stares at something nearby. He appears to be in some kind of hypnotic trance. When I was downstairs, I could have sworn I'd heard footsteps. Were they yours? Or is there someone else in this house? Now I return to class. I'm up. Hi, Grubs. I'm glad you could drop by briefly. Hope the classes go well. For a moment, I felt a flash of hope that he was looking at me, but he is unresponsive. Alexander, please say something. I don't know what to do. I don't understand. Just what happened to him? Was that you walking around, person in a wheelchair? A portrait of an old man, maybe a ship captain. Looks like he's trying to guard this chest with his stern glare. Alexandre is unresponsive because he's currently astral projecting. Probably. A huge chest made of oak wood. There's a large iron hook inside. I'll take this hook. There's a fragment of a diary under the hook. The Hooks, Boyo. August 5th, 1887. I can't work in the basement anymore. Wretched sculptures. I feel them stalking me in the darkness. I know it's not possible, but I can hear the crunches. The flapping wings. Stone grinding on stone. Their frozen paroxysms. With what diabolical art were these gestures conceived? An eternal movement. Tension. An impossible struggle to get back the life they never had. I must place them outdoors, in the greenhouse. Let the mold devour them and wasps make nest in their hollow hearts. A camera tripod. Yes, I did play this one. It's coming back to me now. A basin with a copper drain. Looks like some kind of red tinted glass cover used to mask the lamp. It's completely shattered on the floor. This was a red room. A glass jar containing a yellow substance. The label reads cyanide. Hell yeah, I'll take some cyanide. A little rude towards the statues. The image of a couple wearing rat masks at a festival. It's a big book of home chemistry recipes. A few pages have been bookmarked and some articles are underlined. 3149. Collodion for photography. Collodion is the vehicle by which the photographic chemicals are united upon the surface of the glass. A sensitive coating produced. Many formulae are published for this article, which great value is attached. Some supposing that to its peculiar composition belong the principal causes of failure or success. This is only in a degree true. We got rat masks. 3151. To develop a positive image. This is done by pouring upon the plate about 1 ounce of the vitriol spirit solution, and only then adding 5 or 6 drops of the cyanide acid. Then the plate must be thoroughly washed in water to remove any excess of the chemical. Causes of failure. They would almost require a chapter by themselves. A long experience convinces us that 9 out of every 10 failures occur from a want of care, the presence of dirt, negligence. One cannot be over-nice, careful, or cleanly. The best results always rewarding the most painstaking. If a mistake is made in the order specified in the formulae, quickly flow clean water over the plaque and start again. An instrument whose workings are beyond my knowledge. Yeah, I definitely played this one. Bust with his face turned around. A large envelope of black felt, covered in dust and ashes, is labeled with a warning. Do not open it under white light. Immediately tries to open it. It's a letter. Dear Alexandre, I have excellent news. Oh, the light is hardly white, is it? Sorry, I got interrupted again. It was some good news, though, but I don't really want to get into it here. Anyway. Dear Alexandre, I have excellent news. A contact with the university has given me access to a 12th century alchemical tome containing an amazing formulary. There is no doubt that, sometimes, mere contemplation takes the mind to places that, otherwise, it would have never visited. Leafing through the grimoire and marveling at the exquisite illumination of its pages, I have been struck by a sudden epiphany, a radical but elegant method that I have decided to try. Forgive me for not providing any information about the method itself. As soon as I get definite results, I will write to you immediately. I believe fortune has truly smiled upon us today. If it is any hischiat. June 8th, 1887. Sounds like it's 1887, Mary. The shelf is lined with strange and complex books. Some titles include The Movements of Shadows, Preserving the Mind, and Lessons Beyond Nature. See that no one knows. Is that what that means? That's a really fucking cool motto, then. How do you pronounce it? I feel like I'm pronouncing it wrong. It could be Pevensey Castle, but in this painting, the garrison is not in ruins. Vidi Teneno Nishat? Vida Tena Quiz Shot. Okay. A couple of old teacups sit on the table. One of them is full and still warm. Oh. According to Google Translate, an oil lamp. Classic. Just some old bottles. A pantry with spices with spices and ingredients. One of these days, games are gonna make trying to get the oil lamp just kill you. The cellar door is locked. Open it. A beautifully crafted steel greenhouse. It is old, but still in good condition. Suddenly I'm reminded of the Black Mirror, the adventure game, no relation to the TV show. An ancient stone well, a rope hangs inside, disappearing into the darkness below. Dang it, I wanted to put the hook on the rope and then, like, see if I can catch something. Oh! Flashback. It looks like someone was buried here. Now there's one puzzle that's just be sure to look at this block to find the weak spot before you shoot it, or you'll waste one of your 2 bullets, one of which you'll need to shoot the wolf instead. I mean, that's kind of like the adventure game, the Hitchhiker's Guide one, where, like, to get a babblefish, you need to do, like, an incredibly convoluted thing where, like, you need to set up so many different things in the room because it just shoots out and flops all around the place. And, there's only, like, 3 in the machine. Can't dig with my bare hands. Oh, God. The bare branches of the tree, stretching to the sky, break the night in 1,000. Devin has such a way with words. Let's take a look around the forest. He tells me he was a poet before he was a therapist. Devitt's not a therapist. The corpse of a deer, its abdomen torn open. It looks recently dead. Yeah, the therapist on the train was Devitt's therapist, because Devitt saw his friend, Anthony hanging in the attic. And so he was seeing a therapist about that. Old ruins lay by the path. They seem to be Roman in style. Oh, for whatever reason, I thought you were playing a different character after joining the cult. No. The therapist and Devitt look similar, to be honest. I thought it was Devitt on the train at first, after Devitt joined the cult. Oh, no, I think the third chapter was a dream. 1887 men all look the same. Yeah, the third chapter, I believe, was a dream that Devitt had while he was unconscious at the hospital. You could tell that it was the therapist because his dialogue is orange. It's been a week for Devitt. I mean, they were talking about it on the train, Mary. Devitt got dug up by the nuns when Mr. whatever the character, the caretaker, whatever his name was, when he tried to bury Devitt alive, the nuns dug him back up and he went to the hospital. Bert! Wait, where's Bert? Bert? Did I miss Bert? Can I use a hook? No. Bert was the caretaker. This is my headcanon. OMG, Bert, hi! A misty dock overlooks a gray ocean. Gulls wheel overhead. There's a scribbled annotation in this piece of paper. The veil is something we sense in our innermost being incessantly. In vain do we waste our lives, craving to tear through. It is Za-i-Lathal, the curtain behind which the great wings inside its ancient mist inhabit the shadows of those who left. Where else can I go? Baldwin, that was his name. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. Thank you, Mary. Oh, right. He said he was like the most likable character because like, we said good evening. He's like, I sure fucking hope so. And it turned out he was, he tried to bury us alive. What do you know? It did turn out to be a good evening for him. Not really, he got found out. I think he's in prison now. Oh! You just pull the rope up. The rope has broken. I'll keep this end. Within the mud and dirt inside the bucket, there was a small bird of brass. Now he can repent in peace. Strangely enough, there doesn't seem to be any water in the well. Burb. Burb. It's P. Burbdor. A little brass bird, when shaking it makes a noise as if there was something inside. The bird fits perfectly. The face of the clock has been turned. What now? Do. Okay, I put the bird back, but now what? The P. Burbdor? Yeah! I was so tempted to make that joke. I think the clock might be sideways. Yeah, the clock face has been rotated. But I can't do anything else there. If I expose the photographic plate to daylight, I will destroy the image. I need to be in a dark room. Well then put the lamp out, stupid! I figured I was crazier than Devitt. Does that room with just moonlight count as dark? What are you talking about, Mary? This one? Then again, moonlight is just diluted daylight. Yeah, it's light in general. I need a pitch black room, I guess. Oh, there's another door here I don't think I've gone into. Oh, I have gone in here. This seems an invoice. May this document serve as a record of the payment made corresponding to the following work. The cuckoo clock mechanism has been modified to give the strokes exclusively at 6:15 in the afternoon. In addition, a special device and a switch have been added to synchronize all clocks in the house. Extinguish the lamp. No. Somebody who's good at adventure game puzzling, please help me solve this. My childhood friend is dying. Extinguish the lamp. No. Or you just leave the lamp in a different room. Need to put the photographic plate in a suitable place to work. Oh, apparently this room will work. Oh! This? No. This? Tag on the envelope advises against opening it under a white light. Pictures hanging from a cord. They look as if they were improperly developed. You can hardly distinguish anything. Okay, so put out the lamp! Oh, I know what to do. I know what to do. I know what to do. I don't like it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, Phoebe. I don't like that sound. Now the bulb is grossly covered in blood. This brings a whole new meaning to the term red light district. I mean, it's still Grail. Instant red light. I don't think it works that way, but, feeling that for an evil wizard city. Pretty sure this doesn't actually work this way, but okay. Devitt, you don't have to turn on the red light. I think I must have the order wrong somehow. What did the instructions say again? I've soaked the plate. It doesn't appear to have caused a reaction. Those days are over. You don't have to tell your psyche to the night. Oh, I need the Vitae solution. The collodion is a vehicle by which the photographic chemicals are united upon the surface of the glass. Sensitive coating produced. Many formulae are published for this, blah blah blah. It is done by pouring upon the plate about 1 ounce of the vitriol spirit solution, and only then adding 5 or 6 drops of the cyanide acid. Then the plate must be thoroughly washed in water to remove any excess of the chemical. I need a Vitae solution. Oh, see, the light is red. It works. Where can I find Vitae solution? Oh, wait. This thing was a clue. Cuckoo clock makes 6:15 in the afternoon. Try the wine cellar. Aqua Vitae is like distilled spirits, right? Have I been to a wine cellar? There's some bottles. Pantry with spices and ingredients. Ooh, a note. It's a diary. This is the last thing written. The last pages have been ripped off. October 12th, 1887. It's been a while since I can't devote any time to this diary for reasons beyond my control. An event most tragic has taken place in this house. Mr. Dupre has gotten ill, immersed in an everlasting stupor from which, it seems, he shall not return anytime soon. Since the accident, I patiently take care of him. The doctor's treatments don't seem to do any good. I feed him like a child and make sure that all of the sculptures in the house are turned toward the wall. What else can I do? October 13th, 1887. The clockmaker just left. He has done such a good job. In the end, Mr. Dupre is not going to be able to notice the changes in the clocks that he had so insistently requested. In his state, time will not be a problem anymore. That sanitarium got a magazine from the future. Yeah. This looks like the diary of a member of Alexandre's household. What happened to them? I'm missing something somewhere. Still might actually have a wine cellar at least. Yeah. That doesn't let me do anything there. Laudanum. Next. Did I note on the bed? Yeah, I read it already, but I'll read it again. scribbled annotation on this paper. The veil is something we sense in our innermost being incessantly. In vain do we waste our lives, craving to tear through. It is Da'ilathal, the curtain behind which the great wings inside its ancient mist inhabit the shadows of those who left. Oh, right. Is there anything in here I can take? The letter. I already read that. Was Videta we got? I think you said? Shadow. Picture of an angel with a gentle face. What am I missing? Convinced that you need to find the switch for the clocks that the one note mentioned. I guess is that the cellar key is in the bird. Probably. But the thing said that the clocks are synchronized. So I think I need to find the hour hand for this one. And then I can, like, move this one and it'll move the other one. Look outside. I found anything out here. Large iron bar latching the door. Oh! It is quite odd that the door was latched from the outside. That does not make— that does make sense. That noise. Wanted to keep something in there. This pane looks as if it had been broken from the inside. Oh! A jar of vitriol oil. I must be careful. It's a powerful acid. Statue of an angel covered in mold. It's glancing at me with a sad gesture. A statue of an angel with its wings spread. Its head is missing. Something got out, and I think it ate a deer. It's not aqua vitae, it's sulfuric acid. Let me reread the note. The vitriol spirit solution. Yeah. Oh god, a creeper. The oil has caused a strong acidic reaction. I've applied the liquids in the correct order. All that remains is to rinse the plate. An image is appearing on the plate. Bro locked a creeper in the greenhouse. It all makes sense now. The photograph of Anthony and Alexandre. What the fuck? Oh shit, a rat! Image is back in the frame. Something happened. This house has a rat problem. Uh-oh. Bro really needs to replace that lamp. It keeps displacing the paintings and breaking, and that's just not a good for a stable household. Alexandra, do you recognize this photograph? Take a look. It is you and our old friend Anthony. And there is someone else blurred in the background. Who is the third figure? Does he mean something to you? The bird awaits. Piece of clockwork. A hand. Okay, so he's moving now. Right, cuckoo clock, mechanism. Yeah, exclusively at 6:15 in the afternoon. You're not being a very good house guest, Jeremy. 6:30 in the afternoon. So 6:30? 6 is a bit late to be afternoon, if you ask me, honestly. I put the clock hand in its place. I only need to set the clock to the correct time. Ah, okay. Alright, so the one upstairs should look like this now. Hey, what? I guess this is the clue, so 11:15? Pull the switch. Oh. Doing my silly little drive home BRB. In a bit. Okay, so... Alright. I realized I was tilting my head rather than the phone to see the clocks the right way around. Oh, I see. Safe travels, Phoebe. Place. 6:15 in the afternoon. Okay, so face of the clock has been turned with it and still match our positions spatially. Yeah. So I need to do I need to get 6 if was it 6:15? I think it's 6:15 on the one upstairs. So 6:15 would look like this. So sideways it will look like this. The sound came from upstairs. I fucking knew it. Dilathal. The bird has burst out at the stroke. Now its beak is open. There was a key inside the bird. We should try talking to him now that he's moving. Ooh, good point. I knew birds weren't real. Fuck him in Ski Man. He's having some kind of seizure. He's trembling out of pure horror. I wonder if all birds have keys in them. I still have the cyanide. Can't give him the acid either. Somewhere in me is the key to my heart, if that counts. Oh, fuck! That actually kind of got me. Dusty carpet of Asian origin. Mold and dust cover the portrait, making the subject indistinguishable. In all the episodes. I like how the music picks up as you get deeper into the mystery. Yeah, it's really good. This piece of fine furniture has several drawers. There are remains of a Roman mosaic behind this wall. I can't distinguish anything clearly. An ancient statue in poor condition. Excuse me. Old ruins. It seems that they were part of the Roman settlement. Fuck are we? A book written in a language unknown to me. There is a scrawled annotation written in English on one of the margins. Bro has Roman ruins beneath the house. That can't be good. This, and no other, is the function of the serum we manufactured at the boarding school when we were young. It is something that we didn't understand at that time. To accompany the mind to the proscenium of the big theater. And there, help us to look behind the curtain that separates the world of men from the land of truth. To look, I say, if anything, to apprehend an image of what lives there. Just that. Will the Hoopoe allow us to raise the curtain enough to walk off the stage and go beyond? Huge cage full of leftovers and dirt. Animals have been captive here. Did Baldwin inject you with the same serum you took back in school? I think so? Innumerable jars full of murky objects suspended in formaldehyde. Jars and test tubes. Everything is soaked in chemical residues and the air is filled with the smell of vinegar. Don't let that get into the groundwater. There's a passage behind this thing. A bunch of dust-covered beakers with repulsive liquids. A few of them have developed fungi inside. Unlabeled bottles and lab equipment. Apparently formaldehyde leaking into the groundwater from embalmed corpses is a real problem. I believe it. What can I do down here? I still have my boots on, but this game's too interesting to actually get up. I mean, if you want to walk, Mary, you go ahead and go do your walk. But I won't tell if you don't. Ooh, inside this one there's a gardener's shovel. I can always walk later. Fair enough. The cabinet has a large stain of mold due to the high humidity of this atmosphere. I found a shovel, which means... Am I really going to defile this grave for answers? Of course I am. The lock is very rusted, almost shattered. Vitriol to melt the thing. Besides the corpse, there's a paper leaf. Dear Alexandre, undoubtedly your methods are definitely stronger than mine. How do you manage to get results with such alacrity? On another note, my epiphany with the treatise of alchemy was not accidental. Examining the text closer, I have come to the conclusion that for a time, Raimundus Lully sought the same thing as we did. In his account, he describes a formula that he calls Hoopoe. Yes, legendary bird. Doesn't look like a normal human skull. It closely resembles the serum with which we have worked so far, except for minor differences. It's a pity that you tell me about old Mike. I hope he gets better soon. It's a pity what you tell me about old Mike. I hope he gets better soon. Vedetene qui siat. Vedetene qui siat. July 2nd, 1887. This dude's only been down here for a few months. The remains of a humanoid body with a grotesque animal aspect. A small ape. There's a color with some grave words on it. Old Mike. Oh. Shame what you tell me about old Mike. Oh no. Skeletal fingers of the creature are clutching a rolled up canvas. The map of the stars. Rip old Mike. Deneb, the Summer Triangle, Altair, and Vega. At the beginning, the guy was telling me to look at the stars. Oh god, that sounds like Alexandra. Forever. His ass did not get better soon, or ever. Alexander! Where'd he go? Oh fuck, what happened? Diary pages on the wheelchair. The paper is ripped apart as if someone had stripped it off the book hastily. October 31st, 1891. I'm writing this in the light of my desk lamp, hoping to be able to remember it all when the birds finally sing and the sun's blessing dispels the dark shadows of the mind. Oh fuck.
Shinsuke all year round, son!
Is he gone? Happy Pride, Petite. Welcome in. I'm gonna start over. I'm writing this in the light of my desk lamp, hoping to be able to remember it all. The birds finally sing, and the sun's blessing dispels the dark shadows of the mind. During the whole afternoon, a strong wind hit the valley, so strong that it cracked the larger branch of the old oak in the garden. I find it hard to get sleep during these nights, so I read a lot while accompanying the professor. I don't really know when exactly I fell asleep. I was awakened by the chill of the night, which was sleeping through the open window. I looked outside and I saw him. The professor was miraculously awake. What was my joy to see him standing on the balcony, watching the valley with a true serene expression, enjoying the fresh and calm air right before. I felt that a blessing had fallen upon this house, and for a moment I felt immensely happy. I stared at him for a while without saying anything, afraid of dispelling a vision I hadn't believed possible for a long time. And then, in the midst of the silence, I heard a sound that froze me in my seat, and snatched all my calmness with such a terrible chill that I will never forget. A loud noise beside me, low-pitched as the drag of a slab. Alexandre snore, who was pleasantly sleeping in his bed. I've already made up a decision. I'll leave this house. Welcome in, Petite.
Nevermore.
Nevermore. Welcome in, Petite. How are you doing? How's classes? That was supposed to be scary? A statue. It's holding something. It's a lens, mounted in a metal ring. Blue crystal. Nevermore. Oh, window. This? Try looking at the star map through the lens. I just tried. Wait. Some kind of navigation map. Several are marked. That didn't work. Camera tripod. The camera, maybe. Oh! Good thinking. Now. Oh, wait. I'm doing okay. Finance class was fine. I learned how credits work. Ooh, nice. But what about this thing? The machine that I don't know what it does. No? Can't use the canvas on it. Photo? They're what you call money when you want to let people know your future work takes place in the future. W stream for after school. Welcome in, book nerd. How are you doing? We just ran into a crow that said nevermore. Oh, I don't like that. What was that? Really don't like that. Quiet, dude. I'm gonna strangle my science teacher. She better stay vigilant. Was it a crow or a raven? Whatever it was, it had inky quills. What is down here? Aha! I knew it. That was a crocodile. There is a mountain of compacted snow. The crystal fits perfectly in the telescope. Oh! Okay, Deneb, Summer Triangle, and Altair. I'm not gonna be very good at this one. No, I think this is not the triangle that I am looking for. Okay, so Summer Triangle, Deneb, Altair, and Vega. Got it! Correct. This is the Summer Triangle. Okay, what did that do? The wooden secretary desk, beautifully carved. The flip-flop has no knob or lock. Strange symbols. An open envelope with a letter inside it. Dear Alexandre, I'm terribly sorry about old Mike. Will you put him to rest in his favorite place? After weeks of unsuccessful attempts, I've managed to distill the alchemical formula based on the notes you sent me. Certainly, you're a master of this craft. The subject reacted to the serum as usual, rapidly entering into a state of waking sleep. Suddenly, the convulsions stopped, and since then, he has not been responding to any kind of stimulation. He has remained in this state for many days. My diagnosis is brain dead. Which should be our next step, Alexandre? I'm worried this could be the end of our research. Vedete ne quis shot. August 23rd, 1887. There's a dark hole in the center of this room. It delves into the depths of the earth far beyond what I can see. Okay. But now... Is there anything else in here? Oh. Narrow window in the ceiling of the vault. Oh, I can open this. Ah! Okay, Not sure what the point of that was, but I do feel accomplished. Yeah, so this symbol, and this symbol. Little U, that, like a tree, and this thing? Got it. Loss, you, and the other one. There's a small cabinet with 2 slots for syringes. Only one of them remains. The voice again. Comes from the bottom of the pit. Alexandre! Alexandre! A variety of surgical instruments and some jars with chemicals in them. This is what you asked me to search for, is it not, Alexandre? Am I right? The last door. The Ilathal. The last door. We can cross together. What should I do? I am waiting for you, here in the mist. It's nearby. I can hear it. What is nearby? What do you hear? Hear the beating of its wings. Knows we are afraid. I am ready. Sit down. Roll credits. That was unnecessarily violent. Do you think that we will find any clue here about Devitt's whereabouts? The police must have taken almost everything, but we have no other leads to pursue. Hopefully they have overlooked something. What about this room? There is a sealed letter between this table and the wall. Looks like Era Beechworth never sent it. I think it is best that you read it. Dearest Alexandre, please, you must reflect on this. We do not yet know what we are dealing with. If you were to open the door, it may stay that way. An open way for whatever lives on the other side. Vidatene qui shot. The last door. Oh, we're in the mist. There was Alexandre. The wings. The Veil. Complete the 4th episode. The adventure continues in Season 2. That didn't really answer anything, huh? Wait, extras. Extras, the morgue. What? Oh, little side things. Neat. Here I have the police and medical report. The latter is still blank. According to the police, the deceased's name is Father Ernest Glynn. The man immolated himself. There must be something wrong with the water pressure valve. An anatomical model built of actual human bones. We will see if the police report is right. Wait, do the nuns know what was going on with the priest and Baldwin? I don't believe so. Good lord, what a mess. The skin is all scorched. Cause of death is probably shock caused by the sudden burns. A horrible way of passing. What could lead a man of God to commit such an act? All that remains is to file the medical report so he can receive the proper treatment a fine gentleman deserves. Nothing else to do here. I should file the medical report. This case still puzzles me. If he wanted to commit suicide, why did he do it in such a painful manner? Was he drugged or intoxicated? I should check his stomach for signs of poisoning. Emulate this samurai. Alright, the stomach looks fine on the outside. Now I should cut it open to check its contents. What is this? There's something strange in here. It looks like a piece of paper. Samurai, they had a guy on Samurai 2 almost, but yeah, a lot, nearly. It is a note. Ernest Glynn, Jeremiah Devitt, Alexandra D. Hugo something. A crumpled note with 4 names, one of them crossed out. I think I should inform the inspector immediately. Hugo something. Death sentence. The Eye. Francis Baldwin. After being certified of your guilt by a peer jury, we find you guilty of the wicked and violent murders of 14 innocent and sick people. Hugo Ashdor, sounds about right. Because of this sentence, I am hereby authorized to execute you at this very moment by hanging to death in the sight of God. Would you like to make a final statement before we proceed? Why will you say that I am mad? You should have seen how mercifully I proceeded. With what love. I saved them. I released them. Now they are in a better place. Do you still believe I am mad? That wasn't very cash money of him. Wanderer in the fog. He is the only survivor. What happened to the others? They are all dead. That's kind of what she is the only survivor means. I would like to talk to her. He doesn't have baby Gronk Riz. He has spoken only nonsense since he woke up. His ass is not cooking. Good afternoon. My name is Johann Kaufman. I am a doctor. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions? Please be careful with what you ask. Miss Parnell's state is delicate. I am perfectly fine and able to talk, sister. Thanks for your consideration. Now, doctor, I understand you want me to repeat my story. I would be thankful to hear it, indeed. I'll stay outside if you need me. I am a sane woman, doctor, in complete control of my mind and reason. You do not dare to question it. I certainly wouldn't. Then I will commence. I woke up in the dark hall, so narrow that I could touch the wooden walls, but just by raising my elbows. These crazy people never violently insist that they're the sane ones. This was after the attack. This happened right after you were attacked. No, I think quite some time passed since then. I can barely remember anything of that while. When I got out, I found myself in my parents' house. I hadn't been there since they sent me to school. Your parents there? Did you see anyone there? Your parents, or maybe someone you know? No, they were not in the house, nor was any servant I had known in the years of my childhood. I was alone. I could feel the humid air on my skin, and could smell the scent of the long time abandoned. I walked the rooms, unsettled by the silence. The place had the bleak feel of a ruin. Then I saw someone. At the opposite end of the corridor, an old woman stared at me. Was she? An old woman? Who was she? How should I know? I hadn't seen her before. I followed her out through the back alley and into the streets. Got lost in the burg of Aberdeen. The streets were deserted and a thick fog covered everything. I thought I had seen the old woman through the fog once or twice, but they could not have been just they could have been just shadows. Where was everybody? Did nobody walk the streets? Where was everybody then? I I don't know. But I haven't said there was nobody. I met some people. Vagabonds. One of them was a priest. I remember a novelist and a boy, too. Sacrificed them, easy fix. Tell me about the priest. Priest. Where did you meet him? Met him in a stable. Good lord, he said mass there among the beasts. Can you imagine the profanity? Novelist. Tell me more about the novelist. The woman had never written a word. She created only in her mind, you know. You could tell the stories sentence by sentence with perfect precision, and I could even hear a piece of her last work. Piece about. Do you remember anything about the novelist's work? Yes, the piece she told me was something like, "The shadows of the past soon melted within the land that loves silence. Through the fog they walked, found themselves lost. Hoping for a sign from their gods, they set camp on the beach, where 30 birds awaited to meet their crowned." Boy, what about him? I came across an abandoned carriage. The horse was long dead, its bones still harnessed to the cart. There was a young man petting the carcass of the animal. You talked to the boy. Could you talk to this young man? He was deaf, but I think he could read my lips. When he spoke, he did with a clear accent. He said he could only listen to the songs of the departed. What happened then? As I walked, the fog got denser. I could barely see anything around. I finally met the old woman. She didn't say a thing, but gave me a cardboard card. Left. Gave you a playing card? It was one of those used to tell fortune. There was a drawing on it of a veiled person holding a lamp. Then the mist seemed to clear out, and I could finally see. Barren land, bathed by roaring waves. There were thousands of birds. Then I realized there was something else. Was it? It was there. It looked at me. The burning dark inside. The shaking. That vision that I cannot understand. What is it, Doctor? Oh yeah, the eyeless cat in the basement on chapter 1 might be another Poe reference. Ooh! Have I finally lost my strength of mind? I believe your story. I believe you. Sure that what you lived was real. But I'm afraid that I currently lack any proof that can confirm your account. I'm sorry. I should leave. Thank you for your time. Looks like a tarot card. Namely, to the Black Cat, wherein a guy murders his wife and walls her up in the cellar, accidentally walling up his cat with her, which is what ultimately lets the police find her. Ooh, that does sound like a reference then. Beechworth's Wake. I knew it would come to this. Your father was a terrible mess of a man. I am only grateful that he brought you to our home. Soon enough, not long after you were born, I hold no doubt that you will learn from his bad example and grow up to be a righteous gentleman. Bro, the wife, okay, but why the cat? Cat also has only one eye, but I don't want to get into the minutiae of this story just yet. What could there be greater than the efforts of mortals to rise from their miserable condition? He does not look dead, but just asleep. I barely knew him, busy as he was traveling the world. What would be of a man with no aspiration for the other side to inspire or lead him? The cat that was the straw that broke the camel's back, but I had to give them a bit of a play-by-play to explain that, which I could do, to be honest. We will speak later, young man. We're busy. So sad. His most dearest to me. You know, your father was a complicated man. He had a strong character and was stubborn as a mule when he had taken a determination. He believed he had a mission in this world, though I am not sure he knew exactly what it was. That which avoids description, the unknown, provides men with a reason to exist. This is an obscure domain, its secrets taken by man from the silence of nature and death. Had to walk inside after you walked through the last door. What's happening now? Season 2? Also got my mail-in ballot today. Yee. Mail-in ballot today. I still have to fill mine out. You're the young Beechworth, is that correct? Is that right? Your father left you everything, Anthony. The house, his accounts, and all his belongings for you to receive when you come of age. He was very specific in his testament, though, that you should receive this promptly, his personal book log. Also, welcome back, Phoebe. This is not Season 2, these are all the extras of Season 1. These are the memoirs of my life, my research and knowledge of the other side. Use them wisely, son. What's up, Thebes? Other story. Complete all minisodes. You're going in this soup. Hippity. And nerd. Well, I suppose it's about time we switch over to Season 2 then. Shall we? Oh yeah, 10 years of the abandoned soup broth. The protagonist is an alcoholic prone to violent outbursts, among other things, lashing out at his cat by cutting out one of its eyes and getting pissed when it's understandably scared of him afterwards, and ultimately killing it via hanging. Holy shit. Holy shit, that's all I have to say to that. Anyway. The Last Door, Season 2. Oh, this one... Huh. Guess windowed? Oh, that's not good. Sounds like a Poe story. There's still 7 more achievements I haven't gotten. Alchemist, become an expert developer. End the poor... Oh, probably have to do that like without making a mistake. End the poor bird's suffering. Oh, you can probably kill the bird. Short path, navigate through the fog like a pro. Read all letters, notes, and diaries in the game. The whole story. I missed I missed notes. The angels protect this house. Fail to escape your destiny. Full deck. Uncover all 5 tarot cards. Master of the occult. Discover all secrets in the game. There's still secrets I haven't gotten. Guys, we could keep looking. Or we could move on to the second one. Oops, wrong one. Tries to kill the new cat too, and winds up killing his wife when she tries to defend it and tries hiding her body by walling her up in the cellar, but accidentally walls the cat up too, and its meowing is what gives her away. Do this. Do. Just do full screen. There we go. Perfect. Sounds like something out here in the hallway at school. Last door. Why can't I... Oh, really liked Immurement, huh? I only know of like 2 instances of it. Ah, here it is. TLDCE2. Here we go. The Last Door Collector's Edition Season 2. But to be fair, fucking imagine being walled up someplace alive or otherwise. But hockey boys aren't actually homophobic and they're all just gay, but in the closet so they pretend to be homophobic. Do it to you too, Peckingbird. That pixel art is chef's kiss. Yes! You get me, Phoebe. Look at that shit! Like, look at that! The king's in yellow. W art. I mean, we could go back and try to find all the secrets in Season 1, but definitely stealing that theater mask cult idea for D&D. Want to see that before I die. No mask? No mask. Maybe once I beat this, I can go back and try to get all the secrets. Let's get started. Previously on The Last Door. Jeremiah Devitt, alerted by the suicide and mysterious letter of his friend Anthony Beechworth, went in search of the memories of his past that he had lost. Devitt discovered that in school he had taken part in a strange experiment. Its goal was to peek through the veil, the thin line between common reality and the world of horror and madness that lies beyond, under the watch of the Eye of the Bird. During his search, he was inoculated with the drug that they had used back then. The serum made Devitt's mind travel for a few hours to the dreamlike realm of the Veil. There, he met his old classmate Alexandre Dupre, who urged Devitt to join his cause and cross with him to the realm of the Bird. When Devitt woke up from his trance, he found himself deeply convinced by his friend's words. He traveled to Dupre's house, where he discovered his friend had dosed himself with a new serum, leaving a catatonic body behind. This new drug was capable of transporting the mind permanently to the Veil and beyond. Finally, Devitt found a vial of the serum and had it injected. He met his friend again in the Veil, and together they walked through the Last Door, entering a world forbidden to human eyes. Devitt's therapist, Dr. John Wakefield, worried by his patient's disappearance and strange visions, had sought the help of his college colleague, Professor Johann Kaufman, an expert in the occult. Searching Anthony Beechworth's house, Wakefield and Kaufman found a disturbing returned letter, in which Anthony had tried to warn Alexandre Dupre of what could happen if the door was opened. He feared something from the other side might then come to ours. They are coming. Let me catch one chat. The note I wrote down, cult that wears a bunch of theater masks, named the leaders comedy tragedy, and maybe operate out of an abandoned theater. How everyone looks at me when I enter the mask function, maskless. Name it the Eternal Chorus or some shit. And win the mask competition anyway, me showing up to the mask function with a mask that's a perfect replica of my own face. They are coming. Oh, I love this. It's a salt circle. None of us could prepare for this. They, them is coming. The visions, screaming, were merely a warning. And now it is too late. We are definitely at a part where I haven't seen anything yet. After eating one of the masks, they are coming. Get in the circle, Elizabeth! God, I love this intro. That's not ominous at all. W music. Hell yeah. Well done, Carlos Viola. Oh no. Last night, I had the nightmare again. But this time it was different. This time he talked to me. It was the same unknown street, void of any sound and life. I walked aimlessly, as if I were lost. Then I could hear it. The broken tromping on the wet cobblestones. The familiar sound of approaching limping footsteps. Is this also a Poe reference? This feels like one. Then, as before, spaced out for a sec looking up fan art. He stood in front of me, gazing unrelentlessly, like he was expecting something. This time, he spoke. Give me back what he took. Nothing else. Everything is a Poe reference. Give me back what he took. No. I have fallen asleep again. What time is it? Gone already. It's time. I also started wondering what Devitt actually did for a living. He's a philosophy teacher, which does check out, yeah. It was several months since Kaufman and I had found that mysterious letter in Anthony Beechworth's house. A letter never sent, with a cryptic warning of what would happen if a certain door were opened. It bore only the name of the addressee, Alexandra Dupre. Hi Pink, welcome in, how are you doing? He felt sure Dupre was key to finding my patient and friend, Jeremiah Devitt, who had disappeared in such strange circumstances, troubled at the death of his friend Anthony. Hello, hello, I'm at work so I can't hear anything, but I'll still be lurking. Doing well. Well, in that case... Sulfur. Blasted with packages? Oh no. Oh no. I hate these residents and their parents' money. Stop ordering shit! Do I have to ping? Nothing important. But, back to the game. Devitt had visited the school of his childhood and had never been seen again. Kaufman soon conveyed to me his deep concerns, and warned that I should conduct any investigations with the utmost discretion. He pursued his own research. Though his thoughts and methods remained a secret, in his last letter he requested that I visit East Hill Lunatic Asylum in London. There were reasons to believe that Alexandre had been institutionalized there for many years. I was asked to confirm this hypothesis, and if it proved correct, to gather whatever other information might arise. No, I think we're playing as Devitt's therapist right now. London. There's locations in this one. That therapist is so real. Time for realistic therapy work. Season 2, Episode 1, The Playwright. So this is East Hill Lunatic Asylum. Hope I can find information on Alexandre Dupre here. Ladies and gentlemen, don't miss the newest building in town. Sea monster found in St. Ives. Good morning, I would like to purchase a newspaper. What can you tell me about this building? Goodbye, boy. Damn, we got some ambiance here. Good morning, boy. Will you give me a newspaper? Yes, sir, it's 6 pence. I'm afraid I don't have 6 pence. You make change for a shilling. Sorry, I can't, sir. But you know where to find me when you have the coins. The Loch Ness Monster, I knew it was real. Real this building? The asylum? I've never been inside, and I hope I never will. Full of crazies, you know. Seen anything unusual around here? No, but maybe if you bought a newspaper. Goodbye, boy. Bye, sir. Everyone is just so unrelentingly polite in these games. Good morning. Ah, yes, a lovely morning. Sunlight of a quite fascinating character. It was the custom at the time. I beg your pardon? The light. It makes everything look different. The light touches things, soaks into them and changes their nature, makes them shimmer or makes them die. You live here in the hospital. I do indeed. My family is a generous benefactor to East Hill. They had me committed, but I don't blame them. They are just incapable of appreciating my art, or any art, for that matter. They mistake it for insanity. This is some lantern shit. What are you drawing? What are you drawing there? I am not just drawing, my friend. I'm trying to feel the light, to translate its power to the surface of the paper. Those animals don't like it, though. They don't want me to succeed, so they take them away. They take my drawings, and they study them, and they laugh, because my eyes can see the light, and theirs are blind. But someday everyone will understand. Who are they, the ones who take your art away? Ha! Those foolish caretakers. They hide behind a big mirror where they think themselves safe, and they look at me. They observe me. They even take notes. You know a man named Alexandre Dupre. My name is Dr. Wakefield. I'm looking for a man who lived here some time ago. Would you happen to know one Alexandre Dupre? The name does not ring a bell. I have not been here long, though. You could ask the other patients. They may be able to help you. Some have been here for many years. Or you could ask one of the others, the brutes who keep us here. Where are your drawings now? Would you happen to know where your drawings are now? I suspect they are somewhere in the archive. I've seen confiscated items taken there before. You seem different from the rest. Can I trust you? I've been trying to sneak in for days now. But Miss Riswell keeps a tight guard on the door. I even stole a key from one of those guards. You're a doctor. Surely you could gain entry. If you could recover my drawings, I would be so grateful. Here, take the key with you. Most ethical 1800s asylum. I must go. Have a nice day. I'm not sure this guy is insane. Like, he seems like just an artist. The ultimate heist. Yeah, I'm gonna steal this artist's art back. Drawings. I see Phoebe voted on the poll. Wait. Hi, Derpy-tator. How are you doing? I mean, maybe he's hallucinating or something, but that alone hardly seems like a reason to remove him from society. And I guess they don't have medication yet. I mean, yeah, maybe. Good morning, madam. My name is Dr. Wakefield. I'm a psychiatrist. Or are they any good at mental health in general? Yeah, welcome in, Derby Tater. How you doing? Oh my, good morning. Forgive my manners. I get so excited when we have visitors. We don't get many these days, and certainly we are lacking experts like you. What do you mean by lack? What do you mean you lack experts? Every year we get less funding from the Crown. First the doctors started to leave, then it was the caretakers. Now very few remain. But we have a responsibility to our poor patients, do we not? We must care for them. They cannot be out living with the proper people. We must keep ourselves safe, and our patients too, of course. I am looking for a man who used to be a patient here a few years ago. His name was Alexandre Dupre. Did you perchance ever meet him? Alexandre Dupre. Yes, there was one with a foreign name. I remember something of him. A good man, if I recall correctly. An educated man. But there was something strange about him, wasn't there? I believe it scared some of the other patients. You never know with this lot. I'm sorry that I can't remember much. There have been so many people here. It is hard to keep track. Nor are they very good at mental health in general yet. Yeah. Have you worked here for long? Yes, a long time. I can scarcely remember how many years. Time goes slowly in here, in the isolation. The rules don't allow us to leave. I don't know what is happening in the world anymore. But we have our duty, do we not? Who else will care for our patients? May I request access to the Institute's archives? There should be some information there about the man I am looking for, Mr. Dupre. I am sorry, Doctor, but the archives are private. Must not allow anyone to access them without the proper authority. Many of our patients come from good families, you see. We take great care to respect their privacy. But do not look so crestfallen. You would not find much in any case. It is a long time since they have been organized. I'm sorry, sir. The archives are off limits. We go back and chat. Right. I don't think she got dinner though, and that's what the prediction was. Girl, dinner, girl, not dinner. It is dinner. I haven't been keeping track of it, so I don't know if they got dinner or not. Let me look back on... Oh, there's no messages. Oh no. I haven't been keeping track. Did Mini Nova die? Wait, we weren't voting for dinner? This must be the recreational wing, where patients relax and pass the time. Perhaps here I can find someone who met Alexandre Dupre while he was institutionalized. A marble bust of Hygieia, Greek goddess of physical and mental health. Stone bust keeps the patients silent company. A man wearing a worn-out military uniform, lost in God knows what thoughts. Excuse me, sir, I could not help but notice your uniform. Were you in the army? Leave me alone. You do not want to talk to a coward such as myself. Sir? Leave me alone. I am just a coward. The warm decoration of this room suggests a great deal of sensitivity to the patient's moral need. A variety of old-fashioned landscapes that portray nature as tame and welcoming. Good morning, madam. My name is Wakefield. I'm looking for a former patient of this institution. The rumbling. Doesn't seem to have noticed me. Have you been living here for long? Madam, if I may persist, have you been living here for long? The rumbling. I'm looking for a former patient of this hospital. You may have met him. Eyeless gaze. Looking for a man called Alexandre Dupre. I'm looking for a man that you may have met. His name is Alexandre Dupre. You did not like that. What a strong reaction upon hearing Mr. Dupre's name. You must have at least met him. How can I get her to talk to me? Good morning, I'm a psychiatrist. Dr. Wakefield. What an impressive institution you have here. Can I ask for your assistance? I'm looking for a former patient of this institution. His name is Dupre. I'm sorry, sir. I've never heard that name before. Maybe I could ask one of your senior colleagues. Maybe one of your senior colleagues could know something about this former patient. Well, you could ask Miss Riswell in the entrance hall. She has been here for years, for too long. You know we caretakers live here with the patients. We are not allowed to leave the asylum's premises. This life can get to you if you don't take proper care. I try to keep as much distance as possible from the lunatics. Miss Riz! There are not many patients for an asylum of this size. The asylum is quite big, but I can't help noticing there aren't many patients around. Well, apart from those in the isolation ward, it is true that there are not many patients at present. But there are even fewer of us caretakers now. We are only 3 for the whole hospital. From what I've been told, in the old times, the income was enough to provide for everything we needed. A complete staff, proper accommodation for the patients, and the best doctors. But as the newer, bigger regional asylums were built, the Crown's support was gradually withdrawn from East Hill. Soon, everyone started leaving, and this is what remains. I'll leave you with your work. Well, thank you. In any case, I will leave you to work in peace. Final boss time? Wait, what? Well... Choose outcome, girl, not dinner. But... will she win? She has 2 roller skates. Alright. Go in here. A mirror! There's a thin piece of metal holding the window open. Oh. I don't like that. Glass jar full of transparent liquid that may or may not be water. There's a coin resting at the bottom. And that it is... Aha! They actually got one-way mirror glass right. And that it isn't fucking real. What do you mean, Mary? Oh, before the fight starts. I'm just watching Mini Nova right now. Make it a little bit bigger. Go. This is going pretty well so far. Come on, Mini Nova. Just keeps going back and forth. Oh no, she got hit. So the bright light reflects off the glass in the bright room, not allowing the people within to see into the dark one. Get into the bright one just fine. Neck and neck, come on, Mini Nova. Pink. One more. She won. She wins. And submissions. Choose outcome. Yes. She got it. Winner, winner, Nova dinner. But she didn't get dinner. This is, of course, done with a glass that's partially reflective on both sides. There's no glass that lets light through one way but reflects the other way. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, that's how it usually works in shows, Mary. Allow. Get fucked, everyone who said no. I just won 2,000 points. Ooh, a coin. I give this to the newsboy. GG dinner. But she didn't get dinner. She just won. Right, but it's not a trick with lighting. It's a trick with lighting, not some one-way mirror glass. Yeah, like I don't know. Like they do dramatic reveals where like they turn the lights off and then you can see through it and like it, you know. Here, coin. I would like a newspaper. 6 pence, is it? Here. Thank you, sir. Dude. This contributed. Oh no. How close is that now? Pink told me to get fucked in today's news. Dude. It's okay, Petite. I'm sure she didn't mean it. Ooh, I can give her the newspaper? Hi, thank you kindly. How thoughtful you are. She said that she doesn't know what was going on in the outside world. My goodness, how quickly things change in the outside world. She's distracted. This is the hospital archive, where a record of each patient must be stored. If Mr. Dupre was really committed at East Hill, his file should be here somewhere. It has been a long time since this desk was last used. It is covered in discarded papers and pens and a noticeable layer of dust. The drawers are all locked. This cabinet contains many documents detailing the treatment of patients, ranging from 2 decades ago to last year. His file is right here. Dupre, Alexander, room 108A. All the files are missing. It's as if they had been torn out. Only a little piece of paper remains with an address written on it. Hall Street 26. Could that be where Alexander Dupre lived before he was committed to this hospital? Hall Street. I should follow this new lead and see if it takes me somewhere useful. Ooh, there's different locations! More than one location? Did I find the drawings? Oh, right, the drawings. The scale is upping. Yeah, it's like, Dead Detective. A metal locker. A small sign reads, Seized Objects. Some personal effects, probably sent in by the patients' families but deemed unsafe by the caretakers. One of them is a stack of thick sheets of paper, carelessly bound together, bearing the drawings and paintings of a troubled mind. Dead Detective is sick. Yes! Yes! Mary knows what I'm talking about. I wonder, wait, was there a Steam version of all the Dead Detective games? Find out. Dead Detective Zombie Conspiracy? Oh, but it's not. It's add to wish list. Maybe you can use the magnifying glass on the art to examine it. Ooh, good thinking. Watercolor paintings and drawings of different subjects. A tree, a vase with flowers, something that could be a portrait. But the colors are dispersed, shapes broken, decomposed and mixed in a whirl of bright flecks. Would you get actual art? Yeah. Oh baby, you better believe I am wishlisting that. Yes! Yes! Dead Detective is so good. The story didn't make a whole lot of sense, but it was a fun game. Let's see. A tree, a vase with flowers, something that could be a portrait. The colors are dispersed, shapes broken, decomposed, and mixed in a whirl of bright flecks. Sounds like he's got, like, a visual thing. I've heard about this, where, like, there was a guy who had, like, he got hit by lightning, and then he could see fractal patterns. You guys know what I'm talking about? Give him his art back. Here, are these your drawings? Great wonder, they're back! Someday they will understand light and shape as I understand them. Thank you, friend. If you want, take these cardboard sheets. Thanks to you, I have no more need of them. Hi, Tater. How you doing? A few cardboard sheets lie on the bench. Each shows a perfectly symmetrical design in black ink. A few folded cardboard sheets, each one with a large symmetric patch of black ink in the middle. I have heard of this technique, but always thought it an eccentricity. Patients are supposed to see in them the deeper causes of their ailment. This is the first card. Like a crow. Shapes look organic. Some kind of ant? Or a spider? Oh, it's the raw shack. The roe shark. Almost like insects. That one I don't recognize. That's a two-headed beetle. I would say this could be a face. That's tragedy. He said he doesn't need them anymore. The Rara's cack. Hi, Derpy. The guy from The Watchmen. Miss Cohen is very upset. Please do not distress her further. The Roar Shark. Dark as the room is now, I can see through the false mirror. There's a man on the other side, heavily restrained, desperately trying to free himself. He has an expression of unbearable horror on his face. I suppose we should go to that other address now. See if we can progress things there. So fucking cool. I thought that was a bunch of papers and stuff rustling around. But no, that's clearly a dude looking now. Yeah. Hall Street. Door is number 24. I'm looking for number 26. Number 26. This is the place I was looking for, but the door is bricked up. Let's find another way in. The windows are so thoroughly cemented over that it almost mixes with the facade. This gentleman would much rather be left alone with his pipe and his illustrated London news. But no, apparently some conjurer of abominations has to be hunted down like a mad dog, and apparently no one else can find the time. Poor Douglas. The ruins of an old chapel, apparently destroyed by fire. An improvised altar covered in candles. With this candle, I can light my way through the dark. There is someone on their knees, praying, their faces covered by a hood. That's okay, Douglas gets a promotion. I mean, have you done the run, Petite, where you get all of the hunters as followers? This gentleman would rather be left alone with his pipe and his illustrated London news, but now he's mewed up in some wretched hole in the ground. Can't even knock. Well, I have a candle now. Here. Like a therapy log. Oh, Edward Rowan, 27, acute dementia. September 25th, 1891. Mr. Rowan's condition has degenerated since the last session. He is restless, as if the morphine had no effect on him. For the last week, he has been obsessive, troubled for reasons unknown. December 25th, 1891. The patient's dosage has been doubled to no effect. September 29th, 1891. Dr. Wendell has been attacked and bitten in the face. 4 men were needed to subdue the patient, Mr. Roan. 3 markings were found on his body upon examination. Self-harm is a possible cause. October 3rd, 1891. Mr. Roan is getting better day by day, both physically and mentally. His habits have changed considerably. He now shows an interest in religion and spends his time murmuring prayers, albeit ones unknown to my colleagues and me. Book of Hours, he's Detective Illuminate Douglas Moore. Oh. Huh. I haven't played Book of Hours, Petite. Please try not to share too much from it. Did I put the piece of metal back? Let's keep it closed so the room stays dark and I can see clearly through the mirror. Dang it. A thin piece of nickel used to keep the window open. Why would they tell me it's nickel? It's odd that only this window is shuttered. The curtain casts a mottled shadow over this corner of the room. Sir? Leave me alone, I'm just a coward.
Eyeglasses. Eyeglasses.
Oh no!
Eyeglasses.
Oh no! Pink! Pink, why? Why, Pink? In a pixel art game, have you no shame? I'm in my evil era. I will remember this, Pink. You will regret this betrayal. Okay, sorry. I just get tired being the only one with BOH-specific knowledge. An oil picture portraying, Dimphna, patron saint of the psychiatrists, but also of those who suffer neurological disorders and victims of incest. What the fuck? She was killed by her own father who chopped... What the fuck? After she refused to marry him when her mother died. What the fuck? They have thousands, Mary. There's a bunch of very specific ones. Also, what the fuck? That's what I said. What the fuck? I still ain't played it. Cool, thanks, game. That really is the only thing you can say. Yeah, what the fuck? I can go look again. I think it was like Ifna? Dimphna. D-Y-M-P-H-N-A. Was this also Flash originally? I don't actually know, Phoebe, because I never played it. Yep, she's real. Holy shit. He's still lunatic asylum. That's an odd way of spelling Walpurga. Well, Pecking Bird, thanks to a very generous Tanuki, Little Goody Two Shoes will probably actually be returning next week. Was born in Ireland sometime in the 1600s. Her mother was Christian, her father was a pagan. I see. Ooh, ooh. A mess of wooden planks and the remains of benches and chairs. Nothing I can do here. It's so much fun playing it last year, I need to share it. Fair enough, Phoebe. How do I get in here? Paul Street. It ends here at this corner. Do you think, how many streams do you think it'll take to complete? Door is bricked up. Must find another way to get in. Some good news for a change. Dad's gotten a job. Ooh. Glad to hear that, Mary. Maybe I can give this candle to this guy? Wait, I haven't gone in here. The large door is made of strong metal. This must lead to the secure ward of the hospital. It's locked shut. I can't open it. Can't open that heavy door with this. What's to do with these Rorschach tests? Yay, yeah. I didn't know that he lost his job. Maybe something else in the archives? 3.5 hour streams if that helps. Oh, fuck, that's a long time. Well, maybe it can bleed over into November a little bit. The drawers are all locked. Long times. Oh good, I can see again. Mostly ending hunting in the same scenes a lot. Dimphna took a vow of chastity at age 14. Her mom died shortly afterwards. Her dad did not take it well at all. And apparently he was the king or some shit because his advisor suggested that he remarried. I mean, my Thursdays tend to go a bit long. Caretakers and a doctor. Anything else in here? Well, pictures in their frames. He was still grieving over his wife, but decided that he would remarry if he could find a woman of noble birth who was as beautiful as her, but couldn't find any who met all the criteria, so naturally his advisor suggested he just marry his daughter as the next logical step. I mean, for royalty, yeah. Not actually that unusual for, those crazy bastards. For more recent... Well, it looks like there's nothing else in here. Unless I can find a key for the drawers. A shitty mental state that he only saw his wife and then he looked at her, so he decided that that was a good idea. Books are not volumes of psychiatry or medical science, but old serial novels for patients to read. Anything else up here, maybe? Sunny beach, lapped by the waves of a gentle sea. Dymphna heard about this and naturally thought it was kind of cringe, so she fled with a priest named Darabrun, her confessor, along with the jester and a couple trusted servants, so they sailed to Belgium and hid in the town of Giel. There's apparently some dispute over what exactly she did there, with the most common story claiming they built a hospital for the poor and sick there, but which also allowed her father to find out where she was when he'd heard about it. About the asylum. Oh right, I bought a newspaper, so he'll tell me now. Alright, you know there are always voices coming from the place at night, crying, singing, and the inhabitants cursing like damned souls. That's the usual. This night was different. It was all silent, I tell you. Not a single noise in the whole street. I looked at the madhouse and saw all the windows black. No lights. Everybody asleep in that place? Now that's strange. Then I heard it. It was a scream like no other I've ever heard. Not of a man or a woman, but of a devil from hell. And it's very curious indeed. Thank you for telling me. Sure. Goodbye. Bye, sir. Whatever the case, he did discover she was there, so he went to Giel, captured them, had the priest executed, and tried to convince Dymphna to come back home and marry him. He refused, so he got pissed and cut her head off with his sword, killing her at age 15. Holy shit. Hippie. My goodness, how quickly things change in the outside world. Talk to this guy. Do with your work. What now? Portrait of a severe-looking man, most probably the founder of the Institute. Serene, bucolic landscape with gentle colors. The rose window brings a solemn air to the... I'm kinda lost here. Residents of Giel collected Dymphna's remains, and the priests, after her father left, laid them to rest in the cave. And the church gave Dymphna the crown of martyrdom for her purity. And then, in 1349, a church was built in Giel in her honor. The priest was also sainted, apparently. They do like, sainting people. Cards to her? What do I do? Nothing to do here, I don't... There's an item I missed? Apparently a lot of pilgrims stopped by that church to get their mental problems treated, so they had to expand the church to fit them all. But then they still couldn't fit everyone, so the people of Giel started letting them stay in their own homes instead. Show the person to the cards to the person there. It wouldn't let me. So that's pretty based. It just doesn't let me do anything with them. Cards have to be some kind of clue. Oh, it's a butterfly. Or a moth? Shapes look organic. Like insects. The original church burned down at some point in the 15th century, but they built another one in 32, which apparently still stands where her body was originally buried. I would say this could be a face. Show it to that crow? What crow? Where? By that person. God damn it, the last door tricked me into learning theology. A crow there? Where's the crow? That was a really good story. I don't see a crow, Petite. Oh. I moused over and it flew away? Oh yeah, it was covered by chat. The wooden cross remains almost intact. Looks like this hole leads to the building next door. This must be the interior of the bricked-up building I saw on the street. Mr. Dupre's former residence. Progress! Again with the squeaky floorboards. I cannot tell who is depicted in the portrait since it is so badly damaged. It seems someone crushed it into the floor. There is something among the ashes. It is a piece of paper. Looks like some kind of message, but there is only one half here. The paper has been carefully burnt. Mythological and historical stories like that. Whee! Nice catch, Petite. BDV. There's a piece of paper on the table. The paper shows some seemingly random letters. It seems as if half of it is missing. This is strange. I've put both halves back together, but some letters seem to be missing from the right half. The message does not make any kind of sense. The heat from the candle has revealed a set of letters painted with invisible ink. The whole message is readable now. It seems to be Latin. I think it reads, I've seen a dead eyelid move. Vidi cilium lividum Dili 6145. I think you're right, Petite. One man in high rank uniform. He is missing an arm. That one translates in Google to I saw a bruised skin. Few books remain in the shelf. Mostly doubtful treatises in chemistry and alchemy. Among the titles are Trithemius's De Lapide Philosophico, Geber's De Inventione, Veritatis, the anonymous work Herba Philosophorum, and Ludwig Prinz Mysteries of the Worm. The Philosopher's Stone! Large metal safe. The safe is working fine, I should give it a try. Six. 1. 4. On the Philosopher's Stone, apparently. It's empty. Wait, this is not a safe, but an entrance to a passage. It is completely dark. The only way to know where it leads is by crawling in. I mean, Petite was the one that caught the numbers. Mathematic formulae written fast and carelessly. Some of these symbols I've never seen before. This is a plan without flaw nor possibility of error. Yeah, Petite nailed it. Hornets. A strange machine built out of wood, steel, and glass. I wonder what its function could be. There's someone sitting here wearing a horrible mask and a yellow robe. He is not moving. The king in yellow! It is only a yellow robe. There is no body inside at all. What can be the meaning of this? He's invisible! Uh-oh.
Buenata tua corrente emprazia, tu implorante auxilia, tu pretente suffragia esse delicta, nostal animati confidencia a te, Virgo Virginum, mater currimus, a te venimus, curande gementes peccatores assistimus,
Bro is casting inflict wounds.
Seo di propitia texaudi. Memorae opissima Virgo Maria, non esauti plus saeculum, buenata tua corrente emprazia, tu implorante auxilia, tu pretente suffragia esse delicta.
Did you just fucking leave? Copy of The King in Yellow has been sat on my coffee table for months, haunting me till I read it. Well, that was weird. Say that again, Mary. Ah, now the evil is gonna get out. Stop. The face when you see an intruder in your secret safe passage, so you angrily shout Latin at them until they fuck off. We've all been there. Oddly, that... I don't know why, but that made me think of the... So, one of my nails chipped earlier, and I fixed it, and I think it worked. Yeah, that was the person who was praying. You didn't recognize them? Oh, I've got a mask now. I didn't know. This is probably... Take it to the guy up here? Or... the lady? He's trying to kill me! It is the isolation word for you this time. The face of the playwright! The face of the playwright! Face of the playwright. The dude got out! The heck happened? Man is striking the glass strongly with his fist. The expression is of pure hate. I don't think he can see me, but I can feel that somehow he knows I'm here. Show him the mask, Storgy. The face of the playwright! So they're gonna take her to the isolation ward, so I can probably get in there now. That poor woman must have taken her to the isolation ward. Light. Floods the world with shades. Why is it dark in here? Damn, isolation. This can't be safe. Hello, my name is Wakefield. Butterfly is not what it seems. Excuse me, but what butterfly? There is more after the scarab. Is this the butterfly you talked about? Displays its wonderful colors, fills your eyes with awe. This is only a show. Behind the veil, its body crawls on the dirty ground, hides in the darkness and transforms. Another of its lies. So, what would this be? Dark body creaks and rustles with its blind movements. Slowly, step by step, it gets closer and closer and closer and closer. What about this one? It will come whatever you do. It will cry out loud, looking at you from everywhere at the same time. What about this one? Him. Him? His mask. My mate from the other room used to scream at night. Always told us he could feel something under his bed. A presence. Eyeless gaze. Always good to have a bug friend. Doesn't seem safe. An old pendant on the dresser. It looks valuable. Yoink. An impressive painting of a lovely maiden. It is equipped with a fitting, magnificent frame. Could this be the room of the patient's mate, who was afraid of the presence under his bed? A mirror covered in dust. I wonder what things it has seen in this room. An expensive-looking piece of furniture. There's nothing on it. Least larcenous adventure game protagonist. The face of the playwright! Door is closed for good with bricks. Like they were pretending it never existed. They didn't even try to disguise it. But on second thought, let's not crawl under the bed. 'Tis a silly place. I doubt anyone has slept in this place in a long time. There's something written on the wall. Alas, the world is still bricks. There's something written on the wall. One of them came last night. I knew what it actually was because of the sign it carried. The sign of the Eye. I killed it and hid it well. More come, they will not find their friend nor its eye. The window is sealed too. Almost no light can reach the room. Door is bricked up. Why would they do such a thing? What next? It is eyeless but not blind. Nice catch, Petite. Door is shut and locked. There's no way to open it. Ask the bug enjoyer about the writing in the right cell. Ooh. Good thinking, Mary. It will come after us. His mask. My mate from the other room used to scream at night. Always told us he could feel something in the bed. A presence. Eyeless gaze. Guess we're done here? Maybe I should go talk to the guy who says he's a coward? Sir? Leave me alone. I'm just a coward. Plot twist, he's saying cowherd, not coward. He doesn't work here, he's just visiting. What can I do with a pendant? Lady, I don't work here. Gosh, I did not expect the first episode to take, like, this long. Holy shit. We might be at this for a while, guys. He's still there. Oh, there's a thing here. A military medal. There's a relief of Her Majesty the Queen and several pieces of metal engraved with the names of battles unknown to me. I'll take this with me. Maybe it'll mean something to one of Alexandria's fellow patients in the hospital. Yes. What is that? Why is that one labeled? He's gone. Creaking of the machine stopped. He got tired. It was the lady. She got tired. Head back to the asylum. Yeah, not having glasses well in that part might have, wait, did I have the glasses then? I forget. Matter. Give this guy a medal. Oh, it's metal. I had one, just like this. Got it after the battles of Lang's Neck and Majuba Hill in 1881. A decade ago now. It sounds like 1891 is the year, Mary, or somewhere around there. For distinguished conduct in the field, it said. What a farce. Though you were in the army, as I thought, allow me to introduce myself. I am Dr. Wakefield. A bit before the turn of the century, yeah. Sergeant Willem Collinghill, Her Majesty's 6th Light Infantry. Are you another one of those alienists? Do doctors not realize that cowardice cannot be cured by your arts? Why are they keeping you here? Doctors say I suffer from a nervous disorder. I believe that is a term for when they themselves, with all their learning, do not know what to say. But I know the true name of my sickness. It is pure cowardice. I am looking for a former patient of this hospital. You may have met him. His name is Alexandre Dupre. Yes, I did know a man by that name. We met briefly. He was here when I arrived. What do you know about him? He was a proper lad, educated. He listened closely to the stories of the other inmates, and he kept his own to himself. We talked a lot. He was very close to Miss Cohn, too. I think they got here at the same time. But when he left, he did so alone. I wonder what has become of him since. Who is this Miss Cohn? She is a patient here, the lady with the tempestuous character. You may have encountered her already. He has not been the same since Mr. Dupre left, you know. He always sits to the side, alone and silent. Thought you could talk to her at all, even though she cried. She sees things. Thinks she does. What did you talk about, Mr. Dupre and you? We talked about my time in the south of Africa. I don't like to talk about that, but he somehow made me want to. He was persuasive. He was very interested in one specific story, almost obsessed about it. Wanted to know every little detail. Could you tell me that story? I'm trying to find a patient of mine who has gone missing, and this could be my only hope of finding him. I don't like to relive those memories. Missing patient, you say? Hey. Alright. There. Wait. Maybe my story will be of some use then. It happened during the Battle of Majuba Hill. I am sure you have heard of it. In March of '81. The attack of the Boer army had taken us by surprise, and our regiment was forced to... Be quiet, dude. Regiment was forced to split up. We quickly found ourselves alone. A few men lost on the barren plain, and I don't want to bore you. No, sir, you certainly aren't. Please continue. As I said, we were few. We were sure the enemy was lurking out there. The cold air of dusk. A thick fog formed quickly, masking everything around us. We could barely see each other. Oh, I'm controlling him. Then the others started to disappear in the fog, which was getting thicker and thicker. I could still hear their footsteps for a while, then nothing. I called their names. Oh, fuck. Really cool, such funny thing that happened, or the most horrifying shit you ever heard in your entire life, and no in between. I felt something in there, not far. A murmur or a beating, something alive, waiting. I couldn't help. All of a sudden, my feet felt something in the mud. A body. They were all there. It's going too fast for me. I can't read that fast. Only Captain Skid was missing. Option. Lexia-friendly fonts? Oh. Huh. Then the mist cleared out. What had happened? I never knew for certain. I didn't see anything, or if I did, my mind refused to bear such memories. What happened to Captain Skid? They were all there dead, only Captain Skid was missing, thank you, Mary. When he finally regained consciousness, it was like someone else looked out at us through his eyes. I guess whatever had affected him changed him. I know he came back to London. Mr. Dupre asked me of his whereabouts. Maybe he tried to contact him to hear the rest of the story. He was quite preoccupied by it. You know where I can find Captain Skid? Last I heard from fellow veterans, he had lost himself to a frenzy of alcohol, opium, and bad company. This downward spiral led him, as many others, to a wretched nadir, a dirty hole deep in St. Giles' Rickery known as the Crimson Nest. Mayhap you will find him there, alive even if you are lucky. Here, this is a picture of our regiment. You can see him there. It's the Summer Triangle! There's more! This is the first chapter! My god, the whole country is a circle! This is the slum of St. Giles. The Crimson Nest couldn't be far. I have sailed the world and beheld its wonder. It's the guy! The Dardanelles to the mountains of Peru, but there's no place like London. This man. He looks like the man from my nightmares. He is blind in one eye. Empty socket glistens in the lamplight. To want something from me. My dream. The man had said, give back what he took. He doesn't look like anyone in this picture. I doubt it has ever been his. Give me back what he took, he said in my nightmare. He's still staring into my eyes. The pendant does not seem to interest him. Give me back what he took, he said in my nightmare. Face. He looks to the mask for a second, only to stare at me again. Here comes... Oh! Welcome in here. Refuses to elaborate, leaves. What, this piece of metal? Do you want an eye? No, I tried and it didn't let me. I feel like it's gotta be something from the bricked off room in here. One of them came last night. I knew what it actually was because of the sign it carried, the sign of the eye. Killed it. And hid it well. If more come, they will not find their friend nor its eye. Hid it well. Where would you have hidden it? I killed it and hid it well. Thing on it. Hitting me. Woman says something useful? Which woman? Bug lady? One that's locked up. I don't think it let me talk to her, but I'll try. Bunch of bricks. Either the construction is recent or not yet finished, or they were in a hurry to seal this room. Can I take a brick? Open it. Play right. It is eyeless but not blind. Eyeless but not blind. Sergeant Connell and Captain Skid. Old tarnished silver pendant. I don't think she's gonna say anything useful, Petite. doubt he would be interested in this pendant. Did it well. Archives? One said it. Oh, you're right. Might have broken through by now. Therapy log. Already read this. Uh... I am kind of lost here. Still distracted enough I can just go in here. Anything else here? Doesn't look like it. Or anywhere else I can go here. Yeah, I can't go past him. Back what they took. Find out on your own. Check the house. Right? Don't see anything in this. Door is bricked up. Take anything here. One man in high rank uniform, he's missing an arm. Pendant. Four chairs forming a circle, as if the hideout served as a sort of meeting place. That doesn't look like I missed anything here, Petite. Oh, text is completely smudged. I cannot read it. Seems like nothing else here. Mary, which area should I be in? Isolation. This. Oh, I saw something there. Alright, I will go look at the isolation ward again. So whatever the guy was talking about, gonna put some rice on the stove. Nice. I could go for some rice right now, honestly. And then I will chop up some bacon, cut some pork sausage out of the casing, and cook that all together in a big pan so I can mix it with a bowl of rice. This will be my girl dinner. Hell yeah. Did he hit it well? Does he hit it very well? Oh! It seems one of the tiles is loose. I cannot get it out with my bare hands. It is too heavy. There's something there, half buried in the soil under the tile. It is a long dead bird, just feathers and bones. Herb. Holding something in its beak. A dry and horribly deformed glass eye. So I take it I have to give this to that guy? Now I go to girl dinner. Get married. Go give this to that guy. Ain't Giles. That was interesting. This must be the Crimson Nest. I have heard of such places, where people lose their minds to opiums shipped from the Orient. I never thought I would set foot in one. Addict, completely asleep. Don't do this. Please wake up, dear. Please wake up. What is the matter, madam? My husband! He is unconscious. Please, dear, wake up. I'm a doctor. Please let me see him. I am so sorry. He is not breathing and he has no pulse. Your husband passed away hours ago. Oh, no! It cannot be! Madam. I'm late. I couldn't save him. You mean this time? I discovered my husband's addiction to this hellish drug they call opium months ago. First, I thought he was sick. I saw him grow thinner every day. Then I discovered he was visiting this place. I was very worried. I tried to dissuade him, but he wouldn't listen. The addiction was stronger than he was. Times he was away for days. I would come here and find him passed out. The only way I could wake him was to put these smelling salts under his nose. Now it's too late. Here, take the vial. Maybe you will be in time to save another soul from this curse. With her eyes going white, she's muttering some ramblings. The musician is intoxicated with the drugged smoke that fills the air. The repeated arrangement gives the sensation that time flows slowly. Short-haired woman, smoking without worry. Hello, I am looking for a man who I believe frequents the establishment, a war veteran from the south of Africa called Skid. He's writing on a slate. Can you understand what I'm saying? He has written, can't hear, so I suppose I should communicate with him by writing on the slate. Looking for Captain Skid. Don't know. He doesn't know the captain's name, then. A man lying on his back, his breathing raspy and layered with phlegm and other liquids. Smoke has eaten away at his lungs. This young couple seems to have come here together to enjoy this despicable vice. Oh. Good idea. He's written something else. Object of value. What does he mean by that? Did I just bribe him? It is Captain Skid, no doubt. He is unconscious, but he still breathes. What's the matter? I'll let you in. Get out! My name is Wakefield. I need to talk to you. Are you Captain Skid? Are you Captain Skid, Her Majesty's 6th Light Infantry? That title belongs to me no more. Who are you? And what do you want from me? Leave me alone with my misery. One of your soldiers told me about you. A soldier that used to serve under your command told me I might find you here. William Connell. Yes, I remember him. We served together. I have made many mistakes trying to forget those years of my life. Now I am afraid those memories will follow me to my grave. I'm looking for information about Alexandre Dupre. I used to know a Dupre. He was not a man, but a friend, a fiend. What do you want with someone like him? There are certain secrets that are better left undisturbed. Someone has disappeared. A patient of mine has disappeared. Alexandre is the only one that may know his whereabouts. It is true. If it is true that Dupre is involved in your patient's disappearance, then I am afraid the matter is out of my reach. Yours too. Now please, leave me alone. Have you ever heard the name Jeremiah Devitt? Have you ever heard the name Jeremiah Devitt? I must find him. Devitt. No, I have not. I found your medal. It was in a house on Paul Street, door 26. You were there, right? You think you know what you're doing, but you cannot imagine what you're getting into. I'm asking you for the last time. Leave. Forget this matter. I will not leave until I find the answers I am seeking. Tell me what I want to know. You fool! That's... for the devil's sake, all right. Go. If you want to ruin your life, you're free to do it. What really happened on Mujabe Hill? Sergeant Connell told me the story, but his details were confusing. I will never be able to forget that day. Nobody knew what really happened. Command decided that we must have been ambushed. Now I know better. There was something in that fog. Something that did not like us entering its domain. Sentinel of some sort. That thing is what killed my soldiers. How did you meet Mr. Dupre? How did you meet Alexander Dupre? I was in the Veterans Hospital recovering from an illness unknown to the physicians. An ailment of the soul. Dupre managed to contact me there. He wanted to know my version of the story, what had happened to me in the Battle of Mojave Hill. Do you know why he was interested in your story? I did not know immediately, but with time I realized. The truth about what happened to me was important to his activities, as was I myself. But if you think he tricked me, you could not be more wrong. I wanted to enter the dragon's mouth. I burned with a need to know. Oh, at 26 Paul Street. Inside that house I saw a machine still operating. What was that? Machine. I do not know what you're talking about. That was just one of many places used as a base for Alexandre's activities. The only one whose location I was allowed to know. What do you mean activities? What was Mr. Dupre doing then? You really do not know, do you? Have you ever heard of the playwright? I have never heard of that before. Yes, I've heard of it before. Do not know what that is. What? As I imagined, you know nothing. Dupre is not alone. He's but the peak of a pyramid, a vast group in which powerful people take part. A society acting in secret, ruled by a single sacred law. See that no one knows. I was part of it. Dupre himself recommended me. We gathered every month. What we saw, cannot imagine. A curtain of normalcy protects the mind from something. An outer something. The fog of the veil protected us. But through the veil we could peek out into the abyss. We could know of the unspeakable shapes that writhe beyond. A black nothingness, entirely full of horrors. We could never cross the threshold. What we saw was forbidden. Look at me. Forbidden. I could not bear it anymore, so I ran. I ran and I hid from them. It was too late to run or to forget. I must go back to East Hill and try to talk to Miss Cone. If what the captain said is true, she must have been one of them. She could know where to find them. This seems to be important to solve the mystery surrounding Devitt's disappearance. I should keep it to show it to Kaufman when we meet again. Oh, something's about to happen. I cannot do this anymore. I don't care, I just want us to be together. You don't know if it's... You know it's too hard. Something. I know, dear, I know. We will figure it out. How are you home so early? I knew all along. How could you? You know you never loved each other. Silence! You have no honor. And you, what do you have to say? Why? I've given you everything. You wouldn't understand. Enough. You will leave in the morning. I won't see you ever again. I'll wait for you at dawn under the old windmill. So you can try to recover what little honor you once had. I'll be there. Lol, saith the watchman. Hell Mao. What happened? I must have fainted. What is this? Where am I? Yeah, EP. A matchbox. This could be useful. This is still episode 1! Holy shit, you guys! I cannot see outside clearly. The blanket on the bed. Taking a shred of this blanket. Old piece of furniture. There are marks and the dust on the floor. It looks like this chair has been moved recently. Shifting the chair revealed a small dark hole in the wall. The door is shut for good and it has no knob, no keyhole even. So normal ripping a bed sheet. Dark to see inside. He was curious to taste it. I would swear I saw a pair of feet in there. Who is there? I've met before. I cannot see you. Who are you? Do you not recognize my voice? No, I am sorry, I do not. You know what this place is? The starting point. The first place to look. But who are you? What are you doing there? Remember this. I will not be here forever. Darkness will light your way. Stay out of the light. Then I will disappear. You will be alone in the end. I don't understand. Tell me who you are. It's Devitt. I think it is now ruined. Everything behind the wall. Mercy is found only in shadow type shit. Shadow will guide your way. Hey, what else can I do in here? Walk around. I must take it with me. Wait, what? Oh. Shadows will guide the way. We're in that other realm. It's Devitt. Devitt? Is that you? Devitt! Oh no. Guys, I think Devitt's dead. Oh, that's a lot, Devitt. Devitt, tell me, why are you doing this? Is it because you care about your patients? Or out of scientific curiosity? Is it for your pride? Is it as your personal responsibility? Or is it because it is the right thing to do? Why are you doing this? David! It's alright, mein lieb Freund. How are you feeling? I feel dizzy. What happened? Where are we? At my house. I went to East Hill to meet you and found you inside one of the cells, unconscious, your clothes stenching of opium smoke. All that we see or seem, but a dream within a dream. I had you brought here. You've been out for a day and a half. I think it's coming back to me. I was at one of those opium dens. I would have passed out after breathing that dense smoke. Everyone is pronounced Freund. Listen, I have much to tell you. My investigation unearthed a great deal of new information. Alexandre was indeed institutionalized in East Hill, but his files were missing. I managed to track down a man who knew him. He told me a story you would not believe, and... There was this woman, a patient at the hospital. She was completely out of her mind. She attacked me. What's happening to these people, Kaufman? How is this Alexandre related to Mr. Devitt? I think this patient, Miss Cohen, might know how to find Alexandre. We must go back there and talk to her, whatever it takes. I am afraid that will not be possible. What do you mean? Frau Cohen is no longer at East Hill. She escaped last night. God almighty. Do not worry, mein Freund. I think I may know where she is hiding. Get ready. We must promptly. Like Freud. Yeah, you really fucked this up. What's his name? Oh! They are coming. Oh, it's the lady! They are letting him in. Now that the door has been opened, they are coming. It was the lady in the intro. Oh God. Complete the first episode. The Playwright was created thanks to the generous support of players who participated in the crowdfunding campaign. The adventure continues in episode 2. Oh my God. God damn, but they stepped up their game. You are not kidding, Mary. Holy shit. Oh. Guys, I might keep the Mondays for a while just to get through this. Painting description by Juan Miguel Lopez. Small window description by Ivory Musical. Back to menu. Extras. The Mask with No Eyes. Thanks for describing the small window, Ivory Musical. The inner circle is gathered once again. A whole cycle has passed. It's the last playwright. Traveled to the land of shadows and fog. Now the mask with no eyes has chosen a new bearer. The path between worlds will be visited once again, and the veil upon human eyes shall be lifted forever. The playwright meets now. The custodian of the threshold. An ancient being guards the door of mist. May the playwright take its light and stand by its watch unnoticed. That's catch repeat. 4 wisps of fog shall reveal the truth. The boreal embers brighten the dark sky. The pyre of Zephyrus glows in the dark ocean. The fire of dawn scorches through the barren desert. The austral flame shines within the dark forest. The playwright will stand in the center. And the curtain will be drawn at last. And then its eyes were open. Holy shit. Oh, rabbit. I really want. Oh, this is so good. They stepped this way the fuck up. Yeah, that was a rabbit. Oh. Oh, I just saw that the Devitt and Dupre fan art. Huh. Wabbit. That's all at least. God. If each episode takes as long as that one did, this might be like 2 or 3 more streams, honestly. Because as much as I really want to keep going, it's already 8 o'clock, and unfortunately, it's time for us to go. But, thank you all once again for hanging out tonight, and I am so excited to see where this goes. Quick, throw your cheese into the goal! Please. Stay down. There's still time for 20k! Did you get Star in here? She'd do it. Let me see who is on. Ooh, Lacey's on. So is Allison. Rat Babby. Pepper. Ghost Song. I hit my max for the day, or I would add more. Here, same. Alas. What's it at right now? Check. 18%. I mean, you guys still gonna hit the goal, I'm sure. All it takes is 2 people hitting the max per stream to get there. 18.8k. I think Venny might be on too, but I rated her yesterday. Ooh, Brina Nan. Ooh, Oprah Zeb is on. Neko Lacey's doing Yume Nikki. Oh my. But I think it's time to return to Allison Bobellison. Before we go, though, just in case there is anyone here who is not aware, here is the link to the Discord. You can go there to see cute cat pictures, post memes, vote in polls, or just to see my schedule. It's always there on Sundays. Other than that, we're gonna raid Allison Bobellison again. She was the one I raided after the first Inscription stream, I believe, and she's really cool. Another mouse, but with wings for some reason. Thanks for streaming. Thank you for hanging out, Peckingbird. Thank all of you for hanging out. It's always just so much fun just chatting with you guys as I go through these horror games. And unraveling the mysteries together is just so much fun, and it also just means a whole lot to me that you hang out in general. But anyway, my next stream will be... Yeah, thanks for the W stream. My next stream will be, as usual, on Thursday, starting at 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. I slated Sophia for that, but I'm tempted to bump it for either more Last Door or Little Goody Two Shoes. Keep an eye out for any schedule changes there. I'll probably keep going with Sophia though, because I think it'll be a shorter game. But other than that, I hope you all have a great rest of your night, a great rest of your week. It's almost hump day, so we're almost halfway through. Other than that, just thank you all once again for hanging out tonight. I'm gonna get this countdown started. Oh, right, the raid message. For those who have the access to the emotes, let's mix it up a little bit today. Do this. This is what I'm going with. Right. Next thing, background here. Ellis is not 18 plus. Like, okay. All right. So once again, thank you all for watching tonight, and I hope you have a great rest of your night. Eat good food and all that stuff. As my friend Midge would say, make good trouble. I'll see you all on Thursday. But until then, see ya.